Guess where I am? You'll never guess. Okay, so I'll tell you. I'm on the ferry to Lombok. It's about 6:30 in the morning, and we're heading off to Lombok for a week. So this ferry's a small one, and it's chock-a-block. I'll just have a look downstairs there. A few cars up front, a couple of trucks there, a couple here, but that's about it. There's Lombok Harbour, and the sun's just rising. That's the entrance. My bike is squeezed in just behind this truck here, and Christ, hope we all don't have to fit into that lifeboat. This is a pretty small boat. Life raft around here. I'll go around and have a look. See where the life raft is. I think it's pretty important. Well, we've sighted land, so I guess that's a good indication. This old rust bucket here has got us this far. Still a bit far to swim. So let's just hope that we get there. We're heading straight towards Lembar now, so probably about another hour and a half to get there. This thing doesn't move too quick. I don't know whether that's another ferry or it's a cargo boat. Looks like a ferry to me, but I'm going to get a big ferry on the way back. This thing's as rough as guts. It vibrates like all hell. I think the either the shaft bearing is oval shaped, or the propeller's missing a blade or something like that. You can see vibrates like all hell. And anyway, we're nearly there, so uneventful at this stage. Had a little bit of a sleep, about an hour, and so it won't be long. We'll be back on the bike and heading towards Mataram. Okay, so we got into Lembar Harbour, alright. A lot of ships at their moorings here. They're nearly all roll off vessels. I don't know why they are all here. Last time I was here, which is about 6 years ago, there's still the same amount sitting at their moorings, probably the same ones, probably haven't moved. You can imagine the state of repair they're in. There's quite a big ship over there in the harbour. Yeah, I'm amazed at this rust bucket made it. Now have a look down here at this winch. That's the anchor winch. But have a look, rust everywhere. Yeah, up there. Let's have a look at this handrail here. They're all the same. Just vibrating in the wind. That's how stable they are. So there you are, that's Lembar Harbour, and it's exactly exactly 5 hours to get here. It's probably going to take us another 3/4 of an hour to get into shore and up against the landing there and get off the boat. So we're going to go downstairs and get things ready, I guess. Okay, so here we are. Where we go, so nobody knows, but I'll get out of here and then have a look on the GPS. Looks like we go around this way according to all these arrows. Not make any mistakes here. Follow this truck out. Everything looks good so far. On our way out. Nobody stopped me, so must be doing something right. Yeah, a bit disappointed about that windscreen being broken. I'll have to have a look at something. Maybe somebody can make up a little gadget for me. Now, Lombok is supposed to be the island of 1,000,000, I think it was 1,000,000 or 1,000 mosques. We've got a sign here, Mataran to the right. So we won't be doing anything fancy. Here we go. So you got Mataram, Sengigi, that's the road I've got to take. And get up the road here a bit, down that GPS on. Seen this way before, but quite a few years ago, so always better to be safe with the GPS, I guess. Trusting Google Maps. There you go, Mataran straight ahead. So far the signage has been good, and in English. One good thing about the place is it's got a lot of traffic, not down here anyway. Might be a bit different up in Mataran. Oh, hear a truck coming. Got to get things organised here. Mirrors are all over the place. Doesn't matter how well organised you think when you get going, but that is your start, fucking things are a shambles. Can't get over that broken windscreen though. I think the fellow in the truck opened his door, back doors. I just jarred it or something. Anyway. It's annoying the shit out of me anyway. My excuse. I'll wait to see what the next sign says, and then we'll be on our way, and we'll catch up in Mataram unless we find something interesting on the way. That's if there is another sign. Nice to see very little traffic. Mosque over here. They spent some money on these mosques. Oh, there's so many poor people are in. Hello. I just passed by the look of it, kids down in there. Well, I stopped and readjusted everything, and so things will go wrong, can go wrong, will go wrong. Murphy's Law or whatever it is. I got a card error in one of my GoPros, so I'll leave that off until I get into town, and I'll put a new card in and see what happens. In the meantime, we'll continue on. Okay, so here's an unusual thing that I saw. I saw this on the internet. You've got police on every heavy intersection here, I don't know why. This road I'm on now is a dedicated bike lane. So, it's a good thing, and the car lane on the other one. First section of it, I went down the car lane. I wonder why all the coppers were waving at me, but it was about another mile and a half, kilometre and a half, before I could get out onto this lane. I see in this lane there's a car up here, a small truck. There's another unusual thing. I don't know what this is, some sort of monument, space age looking thing. Here we go, the road joins up now to cars and bikes, and we go around the roundabout straight ahead. Welcome to Motorbike. Oh, have a look at that. Quite spectacular. We've got to get onto this junction here, get around the corner. Yeah, pretty spectacular, doesn't it? Go out this way. Welcome to Motorbike, so we must be pretty close to the city centre. I'll close this off now when we get up into the city. Okay, so it's day 2, Motorbike, Lombok, and let me just summarise what's happened so far. Well, on the ferry, somebody broke my windscreen, which held the front camera, but I'm able to resurrect that in some way, jury rig it as they say. And then leaving the ferry, I get an error report on my old GoPro here, which is the one facing me, and apparently the SD card stuffed itself. Been in there a hell of a long time, so I had a spare for that, so we whacked that in. And then about 10 minutes away from accommodation, it started pissing down with rain. Beautiful day. When I got off the ferry, and as I was coming up into Lombok, into Mataran, it started to rain. So that was a bit sad. And anyway, I'm in the wrong lane here. This is Belokiri. Means you can go left against the red light. I want to go straight ahead, but I'm in the wrong lane. Anyway, so what was next? Oh yeah, next I dropped my bloody phone. While I was sitting at the Indomart having a coffee, waiting for the rain to stop, I dropped my phone, smashed my new protective glass case. So only about 2 days ago I replaced it before this trip. So now I'm going to go look for somewhere and get a new one. And then I'm overloaded with luggage and, you just bring too much crap with you. To make the ride simple, I've got 2 panniers and a top Probably one of the highlights of visiting Mataram is this Islamic centre. Now, regardless of what religion you are, this is a pretty spectacular building. You can go in and have a look around, but pretty complicated for me, so I'll just show you a couple of highlights of the place. It's very, very big. So to continue that, we'll just show you a few highlights and then we'll be on our way. But it is very, very spectacular. Now I'm trying to keep out of the sun here, so if you have a look at that, I forget what they call them. To me it's a spire. It's very, very large. See, you can see it for a long way around Mataram. And of course the building itself, I'll continue to upgrade it. I'll go and have a closer look. But you can go, as I said, you can go inside. But at this stage I'm not going to. Now I just remembered today is Friday, so they've got Friday prayers. So you see a gathering of school kids and a lot of other people are starting to arrive. But have a look at the size of this thing. It's gigantic. And over here is a massive courtyard where everybody gathers. I don't know whether it's because inside where the dome is gets full, they come and pray outside here, but maybe different festivals and things that they have. But truly a magnificent piece of architecture. So roll down the side here, I'm going to head back to my motorbike. But there's another spire over there, and there's two there. I'm trying to keep that sun out of the road. Probably midday's the right time to be filming it. Everybody's very, very friendly, you know. I mean, what was I expecting? Indonesians on a whole are super, super friendly. Have a look at the size of that dome. Yes. Hello, apa kabar? Nah, tidak enak. Ah, penuh. All the ladies all stocked up for the midday prayers. I should imagine it'll be rather crowded in another half hour or so. As you see a lot of people coming in. Alright, well I'll head down now and get on the bike and head off to find something else. But this on a whole is probably the most spectacular location in Lombok, or in Mataram anyway. So parking, plenty of parking underground. So I'll go get my bike and we'll head off.